All right, this is part two, the Great Escape out of Iraq. So, like I said before, it was myself, Mr. Steve, our interpreter Ahmed, and his cousin. So the next day, they picked us up. We were up in northern Iraq in Saddam Lake outside of Mosul. And the plan was we were going to go from there back to Kirkuk Air Base because we need to have a little talk with our boss, the one that didn't want to help us get out of there. We wanted to have a little motivational talk to him. And but we also need to get some cash. So we had to get with withdraw some cash so we can pay for our visa to get into Turkey. So the drive from Saddam Lake back to Kirkuk was a couple hours, maybe 2, 3 hours. And then from Kirkuk to the border of Iraq was several hours. Okay. I can't remember if it was 5, 6, 7 hours, whatever. The next morning, we didn't even tell the guys that we were there. We didn't even tell them our company nothing like we were quitting because they were being, a-holes about the whole thing because we wanted to get out of there. They didn't try to help us out at all. So what we did was we got up in the morning, stacked our issued equipment, all right, some radios, our weapons that we had issued from them. But see, my father, Mr. Steve, and we both had two pistols and an AK between us. Plus, we had all of our ammunition. All right, I had a bandolier, a Rhodesian vest with like 10 AK mags. So we had that's all stuff we bought at that gun market I told you about in another video. So we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have radios, we didn't. Nobody knew we were leaving. We stacked up our stuff and then split out of there and went back to Cook. Now we get to Cook and we want to have that motivational talk with this particular British guy, our direct supervisor, and probably gonna maybe toss him around a little bit because he was a total a-hole. Didn't appreciate that very much, but he wasn't there. So I don't know if whoever we asked when we arrived, if so and so was there, if they told him and he split out, I don't know. But we ended up talking to the number two guy of the company, the one that owned company, told him about it. He was cool, didn't have a problem with him. So anyway, couldn't have a motivational talk. We get our money, get with Ahmed and his cousin, and then myself and Mr. Steve hopped in the car to make our drive to the border of Turkey from Iraq. All right. So this is part two. So stay tuned to part three when we talk about driving to the border, getting across the border, and then driving through Iraq. So I hope you enjoyed this. Until the next video, take care, stay safe.